Hello, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. It is I, FullMetalKendo, here with another video, and what am I speaking into? It's my snowball. I gotta get a better case. No, not a case, but a thing to hold the snowball in place. And that's gonna cost me like $50. So, I wanted to talk a little bit about Chris Chan's experiences in community college. Now, here's the thing, people. I hate when people talk about community college and they're just like, community college, anybody can graduate from something like a place like PVCC. Yes. Okay. Let me tell you guys a story. When I was in high school, my grades weren't bad. In fact, I actually impressed myself senior year by passing all of my classes with an 85 or above. 85 or above. Hell, I even but I basically missed the final for English for junior year, and they were like, "Hey, we don't have your final for junior year. Do you want to take it again, or do you want to take it?" And I was like, "Sure." I took it and I passed. I'm guessing because they let me graduate with that credit from junior year, and now I am doing. Then I was able to graduate with a high school diploma from that high school. And here's the thing, people. Going to college is actually, when you are out of it for a few years, like I immediately entered into the world of work. I worked my ass off when I could. I didn't do any full-time jobs or nothing, but I just started a full-time job recently. I actually called out today because I was not feeling well, but I do feel a little better now, so I am making this video. And here's the thing, people, it's just when you go to college. Okay, let's get out of the way. Let's get OBS out of the way. When you go to college and you decide that you want to attend college, the first thing you should be doing is congratulating yourself. I know Chris Chan went immediately after high school. Now, we don't know whether his grades were actually great. I've looked it up. I've been like, what about Chris's grades were? Because we know everything else. We don't know much about that. We do know he failed one class, and we do know he was kicked out of one class. But we don't know a lot about it. Now, when you decide you want to go to college, like me, my grades were. It is for a lot of school years. I did okay. I spent 1 year in a couple of, like 1 year in one school, 1 year in another school, and then I went back to my hometown sometime and graduated from there. But here's the thing: when you go from high school to college, it's a big deal. It is a big deal. Now, Chris could only go to PVCC because I guess his grades weren't great, or he was not really, wouldn't have been looked at by a university. But I gotta tell you, if Chris's grades were from PVCC were actually really good, he could probably get into university. And I say that because I graduated from SMCC, which is a community college in Southern Maine. I'm actually going back this coming spring to complete a second associate's degree but I also am doing university at the same time. University. I applied to university. I was like, I really want to go, and I sent 4 schools. Well, they're all technically under the same umbrella, but anyway, 4 schools, my grades, and they all accepted me. They all accepted me. Every single one of them. Each one of the ones I picked, they each accepted me. And I chose a school in southern Maine because it's closer to where I am, and I really like their. I was undeclared for a little bit, and the thing is, when you're undeclared, okay, you got to pick a major eventually, and I picked one. I picked one called Media Studies, where I'll be learning all about media production and design, which is very cool. Very cool. Basically, I could learn about video production. They have a video production lab, narrative filmmaking, stuff like that. It's pretty good. I want to get a nice quality video camera, or a nice quality camera that can either take pictures or record video. I'm looking at the Canon EOS 90D. It looks fucking phenomenal. And I also want to get Vegas, for better video quality and editing and stuff like that. So, I'm telling you guys, because I know people are like, oh, Chris, after 5 years took too long to graduate. I took 4 years, okay? 4 years. And that's only because at one point I dropped out for a few semesters. And there were a couple of classes that I weren't doing really well in because I was not motivated. My grandfather, I was in a bad place right then and there, but now I'm in a really good place. And I graduated in the spring with an associate's in arts. And Chris obviously has an associate in applied science for computer-aided drafting and design, from what it says here. Computer-aided drafting and design. Now, I don't know what that is. Sounds pretty cool, but I mean, from what I hear, you can learn that as part of any other major. You could go into, for example, after USM, I would like to do a major over in UMF for web media and design, which combines computer science, a little bit of computer science and art. No, not actual art, like, drawing, painting, all that stuff, but like digital art. That actually sounds really cool. I actually want to do that. But I want to get my degree. Here's the thing about me. I don't leave anything undone. I had a second major. I was like, at SMCC, I'm like, I really want to do this. I really want to do this second major. Because I don't leave anything undone. I don't. No one should leave anything undone. If you leave anything undone, it's like Bob Chandler said, Chris's dad. Maybe if you, what was it he said? If it is meant to be, letting it simmer for a bit, it's not a bad thing. And that's in regards to things you want to accomplish. And that's true. If you believe in something, believe you're going to do something. Okay, but what time are we at? We are at, I don't know. I just know we're recording. Okay. Here's the thing, people. Piedmont, Virginia Community College is Chris's collegiate alma mater. Now, what is an alma mater? I'm guessing that's some. I don't know. Actually, let me see that. Alma mater. Nourishing mother. Used to identify. Oh, okay, that one formerly attended. Okay. Who would have thought? At PVCC, okay, so they're located in Charlottesville, Virginia, and at PVCC, Chris earned an applied science associate's degree in computer-aided drafting and design. After 5 years of study, Chris earned his degree, even though students are expected to earn associate's degrees. After 2 years in the U.S., he also made the Dean's List, or so he claims. Now, guys, it's not hard to make the Dean's List. I mean, these guys are questioning whether Chris actually was on the Dean's List. I can tell you, as someone who actually got on the Dean's List, that it's not hard. You just have to get good grades. You have to get a B or an A, or in some cases you can get at least a C. And as long as you are at a 3.0 average, you'll get on the Dean's List. Okay, I was on the Dean's List. I got on the Dean's List in last spring. And it wasn't hard. I just passed my classes. And I got my grades. I got A, a couple B's. The previous semester I got a couple C's and a B. So I think it was for the spring that I got on the Dean's List. It's pretty good though, 3.0 average for the credits, and that's basically how you get on the Dean's List. Might be higher, but I don't know. Chris refers to Piedmont, Virginia Community College as the private villa of corrupted citizens, abbreviated PVCC citizens, or on one occasion as Piedmont Virginity College. Now, obviously, Chris was mad about the whole Love Quest thing. You shouldn't be mad about that, because at least you got your degree. At least you got a degree. At least you can look at it and be like, I did this. I accomplished this. This was fucking awesome. And that's what you should really be taking a look at and, saying, but he's not. Okay? Chris was probably both unwilling and unable to go to a better school. So PVCC was chosen for his college career, likely by his parents. As a community college, the institution is not prestigious, accepting all applicants and not offering any degrees higher than associates. But I will say this, guys. If you are starting with community college, because your high school transcript wasn't exactly A+ material, stuff like that. Okay? No, A+ doesn't exist. I just remembered. A+ doesn't exist. Okay, if you weren't all A's or A- or something like that, and you just get start off in a community college, that's not a bad thing, because you can build up a better set of grades for, and then show them to a university later, a more prestigious university, or you could show them to a university or a public university, the one that's less prestigious but still has a degree of excellence. Okay, like I sent my transcripts when I was done my first degree at SMCC to 4 universities in Maine, and I got accepted to every single one of them. They were like, yeah. I even sent a portfolio of my writing to one of them. Now, obviously, I don't do much writing anymore, but if I had been able to go to that one, I would have gone to that one. It would have been fucking great. So yeah, it's pretty good. Nevertheless, we have esteemed student services to thank for teaching, or at least attempting to teach Chris some of the best lessons of his life, much to his chagrin, of course. Chris began classes in PVCC in September 2000. For unknown reasons, even to Chris, he originally chose marketing as his major. Probably because it's a more exciting degree. Okay. Marketing is, I'd actually, personally, I'd like to get a master's in marketing because they have a degree over in New Hampshire called Marketing with a concentration in communications and new media. Okay? And it's a master's marketing degree, and it combines the things I'm learning in the associate's degree and things I'm learning in the bachelor's degree. You know, combines the best of both worlds. And it's a marketing degree. So you get it, and you can be a successful marketer. And it's like, I'm like, that sounds so fucking great. That sounds so great. But, so, Bob quickly transferred Chris to the CAD track. And that's computer-aided drafting and design, which is revolving around designing things, like, for example, designing, for example, like Chris did. Like, he designed a mall. Or architecturally designing something using a computer. So that is what computer-aided drafting and design is. Probably considering a more attainable goal for Chris, this time being a time before Bob had completely given up on Chris as a functioning adult. Chris had said very little about his college academic career and appears to have learned even less. We do know that by the grace of God. I don't know why they word it like that, but okay. He graduated after 5 years, and according to the PVCC student handbook, in force, while Chris was a student, he had to earn the following credits to acquire his particular 2-year degree. Note that the college considered 15 credits per semester to be a normal load, and 12 to be the minimum. 12 is not the minimum. Actually, I'd say 12 is about the amount of credits that they want you to take. But you can take as minimum as 2 or 3 credits, which is actually, I used to take nothing but 2 credits per semester. Now I'm taking 3 credits per semester. No. Wait, I didn't word that right. No, okay, 2 classes per semester. Now I'm taking 3 classes per semester. Okay? Not 3 credits. Obviously, each class is worth 3 credits. Some universities have classes with 4 credits. Like, there's one university in Maine that has nothing but 4 credit classes. So that's pretty cool. Chris has said very little about his college academic career, and it appears to have learned even less. We do know... wait, I already read that. And according to the PVCC student handbook... wait, no, I already read that. Okay. Good, I lost track there. So, some of the classes include English composition, humanities and fine arts, humanities/fine arts, social / behavioral science, natural science, and / or mathematics. So does that mean you can take either a science or a math class? I mean, it probably would. I would say it'd probably be both. But apparently PVCC, okay, one or the other. Right. Wellness. I don't know what wellness is. That must be a PVCC thing. Student development 1. So that's like, that would be like a freshman interest group elective at SMCC. Computer-aided drafting 1 and 2. Additional CAD courses approved by advisor, and other occupational / technical courses. Probably other courses in general, I would assume. Now, the thing about community colleges nowadays is not only do they require English composition, they also request require a literature course. And they also require both mathematics and natural science, like, for example, something like biology or nutrition or chemistry, stuff like that. I don't know much about chemistry, honestly. I mean, it's interesting what people can make in chemistry, but I'm like, I'd probably screw it up and make some sort of, bomb or something. I don't know. God. But, yeah, it looks like regular academic courses that one would take. When Chris entered the college, he was required to consult with an academic counselor. Now, here's the thing, people. They really want you to be in contact with your advisor. Usually I'm in contact with my advisors at both university and community college. I actually talked to them recently, and I was like, I'm gonna take classes at both places, and I'm going to let's pick some classes that I can take. So I did that. He was also no doubt in close touch with the counseling center throughout this time there. Given his mandates, see below. Mandates. In other words, his CAD advisor would have played a very large role in guiding Chris towards the appropriate background and prerequisite. I hate that fucking word. Prerequisite courses. The nature of this relationship is unknown, but it can be safely assumed that Chris was passive and uninterested in what was decided for him. Bob probably had more contact with the CAD faculty than Chris did. Stop it, baby. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop being loving right now. I know. You're just like, I need the cuddles. You need the cuddles. I know, baby. It's my cat. If you're wondering why I'm calling you baby, I'm not. I'm calling my cat baby. I know, baby. I know. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. So good. Oh, you're giving me kisses? Giving my finger kisses? Hello? Can I make the video, please? Okay. He's gonna let me make the video. We know that Chris took at least one infamous English class. He also took tennis to fulfill his wellness requirement. He also took a course in HTML. To learn more, someone will need to dig through Chris's trash again. One mystery is why it took Chris so long to finish. Even taking his suspension into account, he needed 10 semesters to earn a degree which officially should have taken 4. Chris has never indicated that he had academic trouble, consistently asserting on his contemporary dating site profiles that he was doing just fine. The only exception being his prejudiced jerk English professor. One factor might have been the switch in majors from marketing to CAD. He would not have been able to count specific marketing classes towards his new degree. Another possibility is that he was going to college part-time, preferring to spend a greater portion of his days playing video. And video is video games, by the way, if you don't know. If you don't know that internet slang. That internet slang. Chris's first great Chris, I don't even care about that, to be honest. I don't even care about the kid kicked out of college. That's not what this is about. This is about college. We're talking about college, people. After spending 5 years on a degree that is expected to take only 2, after being kicked out of college and after being kicked out of English class, which traumatized him, Chris graduated with an associate's degree in applied science and a CAD certificate. Chris had repeatedly and fallaciously claimed to have 2 degrees, seemingly not understanding that a certificate and his associate's degree are 2 separate things. As opposed to his high school graduation, Chris didn't seem to care about graduating from college, likely because of his perceived antagonization during his studies there. On the big day, Chris wore not only his Sonic Shoe medallion, but his gown, tassel, and honor roll from high school. Well, at least he wore a gown, tassel, and honor roll from high school. My graduation, if you want to hear, my graduation from SMCC the first time was virtual, so I didn't get to enjoy it at all. I didn't get to be there and get my degree handed to me. Be like, yes, here you go. Here's not my degree handed to me. I guess because they mailed degrees now. I didn't get to get my I would have received my the diploma cover. You know what I mean. I would have gotten the diploma cover, which I do have, but it's it was a virtual graduation. It's ridiculous. During 15 August 2014, years after the graduation, Chris would attempt to make up with Walsh by sending her a bunch of apologies letters. In reality, it was just a bunch of incoherent ramblings in paper form about the stress brought upon him by trolls and bans from his favorite haunts. He goes on to mention that anything bad that's happened to her is the result of himself drawing her as a witch, and actually was entirely justified in performing due to her interference in a sweetheart search, for which he is sorry for anyways. Walsh would simply respond with a permanent ban from the PVCC campus. And that's the story of Christian. Let's take a look at his. I think this is his degree. Let's take a look at his degree. Commonwealth of Virginia, a state board for community colleges. Piedmont Virginia Community College. This is to certify that Christian Weston Chandler is awarded the Associate in Applied Science degree with a major in computer-aided drafting and design, together with all of the rights and privileges appertaining thereto, given at Charlottesville, Virginia, the 12th day of May, 2006. So, he actually got a degree. There it is. Associate in Applied Science degree. Now, this is the only degree that Chris Chan will ever get, despite the fact that he has been shown on the University of Virginia campus. He is not a student there, or he was not a student there, to our knowledge. We don't know. We don't know whether he was a student at University of Virginia or not. So, yeah, we don't know. But we do know that he got a degree from Piedmont Virginia Community College, from the Virginia Community College system. Okay? We do know that. So, yeah. And let's take a look at that certificate. Commonwealth of Virginia State Board for Community Colleges. Piedmont Virginia Community College. This is to certify that Christian Weston Chandler has satisfactorily completed the architectural computer-aided drafting and design curriculum and is awarded the Career Studies Certificate, together with all of the rights and privileges appertaining thereto, given at Charlottesville, Virginia, this 12th day of May, 2006. Now, people might be asking why he took so long to graduate from college. Now, be aware, I took 4 years to graduate from community college. And that was only because I was only doing 2 classes per semester, and really some semesters I took off. So it would have really taken me 3 years doing part-time and stuff. But anyway, thing is, he could have been going part-time, or he could have failed some classes and then had to retake them, just to get that degree. Actually, let's take a look at that. Yeah, that's a little too big for you, buddy. Yeah, everyone else is dressed differently. Yeah. Not a good look when you're dressing differently than the others. How did they get that? How did they get that picture? Is that from his actual graduation? And is that Chris? Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe they have it on YouTube or something. Meet Sonichu. What's this? Student featured in Nintendo Power. Cool. Anyway, yeah, here's the thing, guys. Don't sit there and attack somebody for only being able to go to community college for right now because of their grades and stuff from high school. When you're in high school, okay, some people are naturally gifted, and some people have a different way of seeing things. You know, like I was one of the ones who had a different way of seeing things. You know, I was like, you know, I'm not. I mean, I was. Here's the thing, guys. People have always called me smart, and I was smart in different ways than other smart kids. So I was an outlier there. Anyway, so I mean, you could sit there and you'd be like, hold on. I earned 2 degrees in computer drafting and design at Piedmont Virginia Community College. I made the dean's list. Anywho, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you soon. Bye.